You won't believe what just shook the foundations of hip-hop royalty. Imagine ICU machines beeping, sirens wailing, blood-staining designer sneakers, and right at the heart of it all, 50 Cent, motionless and critical after a brutal attack. And who's being accused? Papoose. Yes, the same man who stood by Remy Ma through prison and thick industry storms, allegedly snapped and tried to take 50 out because of one explosive betrayal involving leaked nudes of Remy Ma. This wasn't just rage, it was fury weaponized. So how did Remy Ma's explicit photos end up linked to 50 Cent's iCloud? Why was Papoose hiding in the shadows of a swanky rooftop club ready to explode? How did flirtatious messages allegedly turn into a savage beating that landed a rap legend in the ICU? This isn't gossip, it's chaos dripping with documents, leaked voicemails, and motives no one was supposed to uncover. This is more than beef, it's a calculated implosion. It all began like most modern scandals do, with a whisper. A tweet here, a shady like there. Then the whisper turned into a scream loud enough to shake the internet and apparently knock a mogul unconscious. 50 Cent, hip-hop's loudmouth and trolling champ, now lies in a hospital bed, broken ribs, cracked bones, and a face that reportedly took the kind of punishment reserved for real vendettas. NYPD isn't calling this a brawl. They're calling it an assault with intent. What triggered it? It wasn't about money. It wasn't about disrespect in a song. It was about Remy Ma's private photos, which were supposedly sent to 50 Cent directly. 3 weeks ago, blog pages started getting hit with a mysterious file drop, no sender, just uncensored photos, unmistakably Remy Ma. At first, it looked fake, AI maybe, but tattoos, scars, even piercings made fans pause. Then digital forensics dropped the hammer. The metadata linked the pics to an iCloud account attached to a burner phone previously used by Curtis Jackson, aka 50 Cent. Suddenly, social media lit up #Remleak trended, memes exploded, and fans had questions. But one person wasn't amused, Papoose. For years, he was the face of loyalty, the man who waited for Remy while she was locked up, the poet of love in a genre often ruled by chaos. But this betrayal broke something. He went quiet. No statements, no music, just brewing rage, until last Saturday night. 50 was celebrating at the Vibe Vault, an upscale rooftop lounge in NYC's Lower East Side. Champagne flowed, the guest list was tight, and security was loose. No one noticed Papoose lurking, under a fake name, wearing simple clothes, sipping water at the bar. A staffer said he watched the room for over an hour. Then 50 stepped out to leave. That's when everything snapped. Surveillance footage, now in police hands, allegedly shows Papoose charging at 50 Cent from behind, fists ready. What followed was reportedly one of the most brutal celebrity assaults NYC has seen in recent years. Witnesses say the first punch floored 50. What came after was a savage beating, punches flying, teeth reportedly knocked out, blood pooling on the pavement. Even security couldn't stop it at first. A bouncer was shoved away before bodyguards pulled Papoose off. But the damage was deep. 50 was unconscious, bleeding heavily, his eyes swollen shut. Paramedics rushed him to Mount Sinai, where he was diagnosed with a broken eye socket, dislocated shoulder, 2 cracked ribs, and a severe concussion. The wildest part, when he briefly regained consciousness, he didn't ask where he was. He asked for Remy. That's right, not what happened, just where's Remy? That question changed everything. Because Remy Ma hasn't denied a thing. She's gone completely dark, no appearances, no tweets. Just one generic PR statement. Miss Mackey is asking for privacy and is not part of any criminal investigation. That felt cold. Clinical. The silence screamed guilt. Then a bartender dropped a major bombshell, claiming Papoose shouted mid-beating, "You thought I wouldn't find out? You think I wouldn't see what y'all sent each other? Not you." Y'all, meaning Remy and 50 might have been in direct contact, exchanging more than just friendly banter. Investigators say the iCloud account had 12 photos, all dated during the same week in early April, when Remy Ma was in Miami. Alone. And who else was in Miami? 50 Cent. They were both at a private dinner for a supposed project. But fans now believe it wasn't business, it was pleasure. Around that time, Papoose canceled sessions and reportedly started sleeping on the couch. Things weren't just bad, they were festering. Police even found spyware on Remy's old tablet, linked to a dummy Gmail account tied to Papoose's old business email. He allegedly had access to her entire digital life, messages, photos, maybe even DMs before they leaked. That means 50 didn't leak them, but he had them. And for Papoose, that was a line you don't cross. Now 50's inner circle is livid. One G-Unit insider said he's not letting this go. Word is he's already writing a diss track titled Riker's Romance. A line reportedly goes, "You held her hand / I held the proof / now you behind bars / I'm in the booth. Cold." And the revenge doesn't stop there. He's also planning a podcast-style documentary to tell his side of the story, called Silence by Loyalty. When police arrested Papoose, they searched his jacket. No gun, no knife. But something more disturbing, an envelope titled, "This Ain't Loyalty. This is War." Inside, a 4-page handwritten letter. Not a rant, a manifesto. Calm, poetic, terrifying. One part read, "They send each other laughs and lies while I built castles on a prison floor. I held her down. Now she lifts her dress for clowns." Officers described it as meditative. And that's what scared them most. This wasn't blind rage. It was planned heartbreak. Then came the voicemail. An anonymous source sent a clip to a gossip podcast. The voice? Remy's former stylist Lex, gone silent for years. "I warned her," she said. 50 wasn't safe. She said it was playful, but when she sent those photos, she crossed a line. Lex claimed Remy didn't expect Pap to ever find out. But he did, and it detonated everything. That voicemail blew up the internet. Suddenly, this wasn't a misunderstanding. This was a slow, deliberate slide into disaster. And now everyone's asking, why was 50 sitting on those photos? Some say leverage, some say seduction, but here's where the story turns darker. Reports say 50's iCloud may have stored explicit photos of multiple women, celebrities, up-and-comers, even reality stars. Not shared, just stored, allegedly as insurance. That changes the whole tone. If true, this wasn't about Remy and Pap anymore. This was about digital control and 50 Cent's long-running game of secrets. Federal agents are reportedly now involved investigating possible cloud-based exploitation. If evidence connects 50 to unauthorized photo storage, he could go from victim to suspect. So now we're not just talking about an affair or a beating. We're talking about a federal case. A digital vault of explicit content, secrecy, and potential blackmail. Meanwhile, Remy's gone radio silent. TMZ claims she was seen boarding a private jet in Atlanta owned by a well-known Southern mogul. Some say she's fleeing. Others believe it's all strategic, burn the past, rebrand herself. And it might be working. Her team just announced an EP titled Still Not Sorry, dropping next week. Lyrics reportedly tackle betrayal and female power in the face of blame. Remy's flipping the script, selling pain as empowerment. 50 isn't impressed. He posted a jab on Threads, "They dropping EPs while I'm dropping lawsuits." Yes, lawsuits. He's now suing both Papoose and Remy for over $7 million, hospital costs, emotional damage, lost business deals. The lawsuit even lists unidentified women tied to the cloud breach, implying that May 50th have kept more than just memories. And the most dramatic piece? A leaked video clip just dropped online. Grainy footage shows Remy arriving alone at 50's mansion, clutching a gift bag days before the leak. No sound, no context, but fans are spiraling. Theories range from secret affair to she set them both up. One viral comment said, Remy walked in with a bag, Papoose walked in with hands, 50 walked out on a stretcher. Everybody lost. Now we're at a breaking point. 50 scribbling revenge rhymes from a hospital bed. Papoose is in jail, silent but supported by fans who think he's a man pushed too far. And Remy? She might be the most dangerous player in all this. Was she the victim, the manipulator, or just a survivor in a war she never wanted? That depends on who you ask. But here's the undeniable truth. This scandal isn't ending anytime soon. It's moving from clubs and clouds to courtrooms and criminal records. And when it's all said and done, the next names to come out of 50's vault might set fire to the entire industry. Because this wasn't a love triangle, it was a digital ticking time bomb. And it just went off.